Hey, can we talk for a minute?
What's up, Mary?
You know how my wedding is next month?
Oh, yes. I'm so excited to see you in your wedding dress. You're going to look absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, whatever. That's not what I want to talk about.
I've been helping with all the arrangements. Did something come up with the venue, or did you want to take a look at the flower arrangements again?
No, nothing like that. I've already committed to the decisions I made during the planning sessions.
I'm sorry, you're right. You're the bride after all. I got carried away with my excitement. But I really am looking forward to it.
About that.
Yes?
I don't want you to come to the wedding.
What? What do you mean, don't come?
What's there to explain? It means exactly what I said.
So, you're saying I'm not invited to the wedding?
Yes, that's right. What else could it mean?
This isn't some kind of joke, is it?
God, you're annoying. It's obviously not. In the first place, why would you even think you'd be invited?
Why? Because I'm your mother.
Mother? I've never thought of you as my mother.
But I've been in your life since you were 12.
That doesn't mean anything.
What?
I mean, come on. We're not blood related. No matter how much you pretend to be my mother, if we're not blood related, we're not family. You're just a fake mother. Why would I invite a fake mother to my wedding?
All these years, I thought we were building something.
Building what? A fake relationship? Me? With someone as pathetic as you?
That's cruel.
What's cruel about it? You've always been such an eyesore, getting all cocky just because you're dad's second wife, being all friendly and clingy. It's so annoying. I wish I could just erase you from my memory.
Is this because of all the wedding planning? Have I been too involved?
This has nothing to do with the wedding planning.
I see. I knew you didn't like me, but I didn't realize you hated me this much.
I was only tolerating you for Dad's sake. Anyway, my mom contacted me and said she'll be coming to the wedding. Oh, and when I say mom, I mean my real mother, not you. So I don't need a fake mother anymore. Don't you dare show up.
Your birth mother? After all these years? Are you sure I can't come? After everything we've been through.
We haven't been through anything. You just forced yourself into my life.
What about all the school events, the shopping trips? I thought you had warmed up to me, especially since we did a lot of the wedding planning together.
Those were all just acts. I was pretending, okay? To keep Dad happy.
Oh, it was just an act? If that's the case, then all right. I won't come. I won't disturb you on your big day.
Finally, you get it.
If that's really how you feel.
Great! And don't ever contact me again.
I understand now.
Good. Delete my number while you're at it. I don't want to hear anything from you ever again.
David, what should I do?
What's wrong, Sarah? Something bothering you?
It's about Mary.
What about Mary?
She told me that I'm not welcome at her wedding, that I'm just a fake mother.
What? Why?
We just had the most intense conversation. I'm still dazed by all the things she said to me.
What did she say exactly?
She said she's never thought of me as her mother, that it was all just an act to keep you happy, and that her real mother is coming to the wedding.
Mary, how could she say that? Wait, her real mother? Don't tell me.
Yeah, your ex-wife, without a doubt.
I can't believe she'd have the nerve to show up now.
After 15 years of complete silence.
But she never...
She was a terrible mother, right? No, not just a mother. She was a terrible person altogether. She never worked, never did any housework, dumped all the childcare on you, and then just up and left, demanding a divorce because she was bored with married life.
She didn't even say goodbye to Mary.
And now she wants to play mother of the bride?
Yeah, and there was even more to it. It was worse than that.
The gambling debts?
Those two, I paid them all off after she left.
I really tried my best, you know. I knew she didn't like me. I could tell from all the nasty comments and the way she'd tried to make my life difficult. But I kept thinking, I'm her mother now. Surely she'll understand one day.
You were there for every important moment.
Her graduations, her first breakup, her first job.
You did more for her than her birth mother ever did.
I never expected her to flat out tell me she doesn't need a fake mother anymore.
I'm so sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Because if I had done more to help you two get along...
What more could you have done?
Maybe if I'd been stricter with her behavior...
I know how hard you tried. You did everything you could. Besides, she wasn't just awful to me. She treated you badly too.
That's nothing compared to how she treated you.
Remember when she ruined my birthday dinner?
And the Christmas she threw away your gift?
The problem is her personality, really. Maybe she takes after her mother too much.
Yeah, those two are very similar.
She should have inherited some of your traits too, shouldn't she? You're kind, honest, and hardworking. Sometimes I wonder if she's really your child at all.
What do you mean?
Haven't you ever noticed? She doesn't look like you at all.
She takes after her mother's side.
Does she? I've seen photos of your ex-wife's family.
Sarah.
I'm just thinking out loud.
Let's not go there right now.
You're right, I'm sorry. I'm just upset about the wedding.
Hey, what the hell is going on?
What do you mean?
Don't what do you mean me? I went to the wedding venue and they told me everything was canceled. How did this happen?
Oh, that.
You know something about this, don't you? What do you mean, oh, that?
Well, of course it's canceled. I canceled it.
What? What are you talking about?
Exactly what I said. I contacted the venue and canceled the wedding. Is there a problem?
Is there a problem? How could you even cancel it? You don't have the authority to do that.
Actually, I do.
What? How?
Because I'm the one who paid for the wedding.
You're lying.
Why would I lie about this?
What? That's impossible. Kevin was supposed to pay for it.
Yes, Kevin was supposed to pay for it, but then you kept adding all these expensive options to show off to your guests, and before anyone knew it, the wedding cost had gone over $50,000.
That's a normal amount for a wedding.
Is it? For someone who isn't contributing anything? Poor Kevin. When he said that was too expensive, you really tore into him, didn't you? Called him pathetic, saying what kind of a man can't even pay for a wedding. Pretty rich coming from someone who wasn't contributing a penny themselves.
You were spying on us?
The venue staff told me everything.
But, well, a man should be able to pay for the wedding. I didn't do anything wrong.
I wonder where you got those values from.
What do you mean by that?
Your birth mother had the same attitude, didn't she?
What's that supposed to mean? I chose Kevin as my husband because he has a good job. If he can't even pay for the wedding, what's the point of marrying him? He's supposed to pay for everything and make me happy.
Chose him as your husband?
Yes, I chose him. What's wrong with that?
Nothing, except...
What now?
Just thinking how strange that sounds. Wasn't this a shotgun wedding because you got pregnant? It's weird to say you chose him.
That's not... Oh, well, that's just a figure of speech.
Is it? Or is there something else you're not telling Kevin that you haven't told us?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, I know better than anyone how nasty you can be. I was thankful for him agreeing to marry a girl with a personality like yours, so I decided to pay for it myself. I told him he doesn't need to tell anyone I paid. He could say he paid for it himself.
You?
Yes?
How dare you interfere?
Of course, I didn't do it just out of sympathy for Kevin. Part of me genuinely wanted to celebrate your happiness. No matter how much you hated me, I still thought of you as my real daughter.
Then why would you do something like this?
You weren't listening to what I said. I said I thought of you as my daughter. Past tense. I don't think of you as my daughter anymore.
Why?
Why are you acting surprised? You're the one who said it first. I've never thought of you as my mother, remember?
But that was...
That was what? Different? How?
This is horrible! Why would you do this to me?
What do you mean, why? It's obvious, isn't it? Why should I pay for a wedding I'm not even allowed to attend?
You could have at least warned me.
Could I? How?
Even if that's true, you should have at least told me you canceled it. Do you have any idea how embarrassing this was? Everyone came. My friends, family, everyone. And then to be told it was canceled? Do you know how humiliating that was?
Actually, I did think I should let you know. I felt bad about it.
Exactly. So you should have...
But then I remembered you told me to never contact you again, so I had no way to tell you. You even told me to delete your number, remember?
You could have figured something out. You could have told Dad or Kevin.
Oh, that would have been okay? You said I was an eyesore and you wanted to erase me from your memory, so I thought that kind of thing wouldn't be allowed either. I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable by trying to contact you through them.
You did this on purpose, didn't you? How can you be so awful?
That's rich coming from you.
Huh, whatever. I can just have another wedding later. Actually, this is better. If you had paid for it, my precious wedding would have been tainted. I'm glad. At least my wedding won't be ruined by your money.
My. It's ridiculous how you're trying so hard to act tough.
Shut up! I'm telling Dad about this. You might have tried to get revenge by sabotaging my wedding, but too bad for you. You'll be the one getting yelled at by Dad. You might even get divorced. After all, you did this horrible thing to his beloved daughter. He won't want a wife like you anymore.
Divorced? Who? From whom?
Stop playing dumb.
No, really, I want to know.
Huh? What are you talking about? Are you going senile already? Well, I guess that's expected from an old lady like you. I'm saying that you and Dad are going to get divorced because you did something like this.
Wait, who exactly is your dad?
Are you serious right now? What? Have you forgotten your own husband now? You really are losing it.
No, I just mean that man, my husband, isn't your real father.
What? What do you mean?
You seem confused.
Of course I'm confused. What are you saying?
Exactly what I said. I've always wondered about it, you know? How could such a kind and honest man have such a nasty, dishonest child? I used to think you just took after your mother. You two are so alike, after all.
Stop talking nonsense.
But after all this, I really started thinking about it. I wondered if you really were his child, and I couldn't help but get a paternity test done secretly to find out the truth.
You're bluffing.
Am I?
What? You can't be serious.
Don't you remember when I gave you that test kit saying it was for a medical checkup? That was actually a DNA test kit.
That medical checkup last month?
Yes, that one.
No way! You lied to me!
Yes, Wei. The test results showed no blood relation. In other words, you and David are complete strangers. He's not your father.
You're lying!
I have the results right here. I'll show them to you if you don't mind seeing my face.
Then who's my real father?
Why don't you ask your real mother about that? I wouldn't know since I'm just a fake.
She won't tell me anything.
I wonder why that might be.
But even if we're not blood related, we're still parent and child, right? I mean, we've lived together all this time.
Interesting how your view on blood relations suddenly changed.
Wait, this is different.
Yes, that's what David said too. He was shocked, but said it doesn't change the fact that you're his daughter. He's such a kind person.
Exactly, So
I slapped him as hard as I could, and I told him to wake up.
What? Why?
What do you mean, why? Didn't you say it yourself? If there's no blood relation, then we're not family. I'm just a fake mother, aren't I? Even after living with you and David for years.
That was just about you.
Oh, so blood relations only matter when it's convenient for you?
You can't compare the two situations. My dad is my dad. He's been my dad my entire life.
Well, if you were a good kid, I might understand that. But you were awful to your father, too. It just wasn't as noticeable because you were so much worse towards me. Is there any reason he should have to love someone like that? Someone who mistreated him for so long?
You have no right.
Oh, and one more thing.
What now? There's more?
You said earlier that you could just have another wedding later, right? But I wonder if that's really possible.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know, I've always found it really strange. You've always had a thing for, how should I put this? Guys who aren't exactly the brightest bulbs in the box.
Leave my dating history out of this.
But it's relevant.
What's that supposed to mean?
Sorry, I couldn't think of a better way to say it, but every guy you dated, they were all these flashy player types. But Kevin, he's the complete opposite, isn't he? Honest, quiet type. When you introduced him as your fiancé, I was really surprised.
People's tastes can change.
He was so different from your usual type. I thought maybe love and marriage are different things, or maybe your tastes had changed with age. But then...
What?
This whole situation made me think. You said earlier that you chose Kevin, remember? Even though this is a shotgun wedding, you said you chose him as your marriage partner.
So what?
Why are you getting so nervous? You're acting like you have something to hide.
No, I don't even understand what you're talking about.
No? Well, let me be clear then. Is the baby you're carrying really your fiancé's child?
How dare you suggest something like that?
I notice you're not denying it.
Look what you've done, you idiot!
What's with the sudden outburst?
You know exactly what you did.
You'll have to be more specific.
Don't act innocent. Because of you, Kevin broke off the engagement. What am I supposed to do now? The baby's already so big. My due date's just around the corner.
Well, of course he broke off the engagement after finding out the baby isn't his.
You told him.
I didn't have to. He figured it out himself.
You put the idea in his head.
He's smarter than you gave him credit for.
Stop it! If you hadn't said all those unnecessary things to Kevin, I could have got him married without him finding out. I finally found the perfect guy to marry and got this close. You ruined everything.
The perfect guy to trap, you mean?
He would have been a great father.
To someone else's child? Well, that's good news. At least one man was saved.
Saved? He was lucky to have me.
Lucky?
Yeah, he'll never get the chance to marry someone like me ever again. So why do I have to be the one to suffer?
Actions have consequences.
None of this would have happened if you'd stayed out of it.
I can't believe you're trying to play the victim here.
I am the victim. You're just jealous.
Jealous of what exactly?
Everything would have worked out perfectly if you hadn't interfered. This is the worst. Having a fake mother like you, my life is completely ruined.
No, you've got it all wrong.
What?
It's not the worst at all.
How can it not be the worst?
Because there's more coming.
What are you talking about? What's coming? Having someone like you as a fake mother is the worst situation anyone could ever encounter. I can't believe I had to live with someone like you for so long.
No, what I mean is, the worst is yet to come.
What?
You think that your life's getting ruined? This is just the beginning.
Stop being cryptic.
I'm being very clear.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm going to sue you.
What?
You heard me.
Sue me? For what? You can't do that.
Yes, I can. I can sue you for all the verbal abuse and harassment over the years. I'm very organized, you see. I keep a daily diary. I have all our text message history, and David has agreed to testify on my behalf.
You can't be serious.
I've never been more serious.
Wait, what? Suing me? You're joking, right?
No, I'm dead serious.
Are you crazy? What kind of mother sues her own daughter? We're family.
Still trying to play that card?
What card?
Don't play the daughter card when it's convenient. I've told you several times, I don't consider you my daughter anymore.
You can't just stop being my mother.
Funny, since you told me that I was never a mother to you and that I was just an annoying fake, that you wish you never knew me, and that you wish you could have erased my existence from your memory.
Why are you being so cruel?
What do you mean, why? You said it first, remember? I've never thought of you as my mother.
That was different.
How was it different?
Even so, a mother should love her daughter no matter what. That's what mothers do.
How convenient. I've always hated that about you.
Why? Why are you doing this?
It doesn't matter, does it? You have your real mother anyway.
No, but my mom...
What?
She only contacted me because she heard my fiancé worked for a big company. When she found out the marriage was off, she cursed at me and stopped responding to my messages.
Huh, so she was just planning to leech off your fiancé from the start.
Yes, exactly. Don't you feel sorry for me? So...
No, not at all.
Why not?
Because like mother, like daughter, you don't deserve any sympathy. You both deserve what's coming to you. As I said I would, I sued my stepdaughter for emotional damages. With all the evidence of her abuse and harassment, plus David's testimony, the court ruled in my favor. The judge was particularly moved by the 15 years of documented incidents, including the wedding venue scandal. The total compensation awarded was significant, covering both monetary and emotional damages. But even then, to be honest, considering all the pain she caused me over the years, the compensation wasn't nearly enough. The constant belittling, the snide remarks at family gatherings, the deliberate attempts to drive a wedge between David and me. 15 years of calculated cruelty. But while that amount might seem small to someone like me with a good career, it was devastating for someone like her who's barely worked a day in her life. She'd always relied on others to support her lifestyle, just like her mother before her. The lawsuit became quite the scandal in our social circle. Between the broken engagement and this scandal, her friends started distancing themselves from her too. The truth about the baby's paternity came out during the proceedings. She couldn't keep that secret anymore. She lost everything. Her family, her fiancé, her friends. And now she's in debt. She hit rock bottom pretty quickly. Some people said I was being too harsh, that family should forgive family. But as Mary herself said, we were never really family. She made that perfectly clear at every opportunity. I was just following through on her own logic to its natural conclusion. David and I also sued his ex-wife for damages. Not only did she cheat on him, but she made us raise a child that wasn't even his. Of course, I couldn't forgive that. The case is still ongoing, but my lawyer says we're likely to win. The DNA evidence is irrefutable, and her sudden reappearance for the wedding only strengthened our case. The investigation revealed she'd been living quite comfortably off various men over the years, but knowing the type of woman who would try to leech off her daughter's fiancé, she probably doesn't have much money saved. This lawsuit will probably send her to rock bottom too, just like her daughter. David was devastated by everything at first, but he's slowly healing. We're focusing on our life together now, free from the burden of toxic relationships. Sometimes the kindest people need to learn the hardest lessons about protecting themselves from those who would take advantage of their kindness. In the end, Mary got exactly what she wanted, a life without her fake mother. I just made sure she understood exactly what that meant.
Oh my God! That was the funniest thing I've ever seen! My sides are killing me!
You cannot be serious right now, Carl. You're actually laughing?
Well, yeah, duh. It was freaking hilarious. What am I supposed to do? Oh, I thought we were gonna have to wait for the band to play later on tonight to get some entertainment, but the show started early, I guess.
Entertainment? Well, I'm glad one of us was entertained by what just happened. I was standing there talking to some of my family members when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, bam! I get hit in the face with a fistful of cake. And whose fist was it? None other than your ex-girlfriend. Why did you even invite her in here in the first place? I told you time and time again that I did not want her coming here today.
Oh, what's the matter, Renee? Are you feeling a little bit jealous?
Don't you dare mock me right now, Carl. I am not in the mood.
Oh, come on, Renee. Lighten up already, will ya? You've never acted this sensitive about something in all the time I've known you. It was funny, okay? It was just a joke. Just think of it as something to lighten the mood and cheer up the guests during the wedding. If you would have just laughed it off rather than storm off and pout, then everything would have been fine.
That's easy for you to say. You're not the one that got smacked in the face with a handful of cake.
Hey, don't exaggerate what happened. She didn't smack you or anything like that. Her hand just slipped, that's all. Now go ahead and wipe off your face, get back out here, and let's get this wedding back on track, all right?
No, it's not all right. The wedding is off, you moron.
What?
Damien? What's the matter with you? You didn't need to do that.
Sure I did. What did you expect me to do?
Well, for starters, I expected you not to barge into my dressing room without knocking.
Yeah, well, when you're shouting so loud that I can hear you from in the hallway with the door closed, you're not leaving me with much of an option. You were yelling all like, "Who does that jerk think he is? I'm gonna tear him limb from limb." You were making me worried that you were gonna go all crazy and tear up the room or something.
What do you think I am, some kind of wild animal? You think I'm a gorilla or a lion or something?
Well, wild animals are actually much more cautious than people give them credit for. They won't go out of their way to eat or break something that won't benefit them, for example. No, I don't think you're much like a wild gorilla or lion at all.
Okay, wise guy. So then what do you think I am, huh?
I'd say you're more like a dinosaur.
Could you at least compare me to something that isn't extinct? Anyway, you taking my phone and sending messages, also without my permission, is only going to make things even more chaotic. After I pushed you out of the room so I could finally finish changing my clothes, I took a look at my phone so I know what you did.
Oh, sorry about that.
Is that the only thing you're sorry for? You're not sorry for anything else? Whatever. I guess I can get over it if it's you. I mean, we spar together at the gym all the time. I guess there's no real need for manners between us.
Wow, you've become a lot more understanding and forgiving than you used to be. Back in the good old days, if there was someone that rubbed you the wrong way, you'd let your fists do the talking, like a wild gorilla.
You know what? I take it back. I think I do need to teach you some manners. Get back in here.
Hey, no fighting in a wedding dress. It wouldn't be a fair match. You wouldn't be able to move as easily. Plus, I thought you had me come today to serve as your bodyguard. What kind of person hires a bodyguard just to pick a fight with him?
All right, fine. I'll let you go for today. We'll settle this like adults another day.
Speaking of which, don't you have an actual score you need to settle today?
Huh?
Your husband. If anyone needs to be taught some manners, it's him, not me. He's acting like he thinks he can get away with treating you that way. You don't pick many fights outside of the gym anymore since you've grown up, and that's good and all, but I think you might need to put the fear of God into that guy. If he's gonna act like that from now on, you need to put a stop to it before things get out of hand. And by that I mean before you get out of hand.
Yeah, I guess you're probably right.
And by the way, if you think you're upset about the whole thing, you should see your friends.
What do you mean?
You might not have noticed because you left the room right away after the whole cake thing, but, well, think about it. Birds of a feather and all that. You think they're the kind of people to sit by quietly while their friend gets disrespected?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh is right. You'd better get out here right away. I don't know how much longer I can hold them all back. For God's sake, Renee, how long are you gonna be in there? Hurry up and get changed already. I just tried to go into your dressing room, but there's this really scary-looking and large guy standing in front of the door. He won't let me in.
That's Damien. He and I are old friends. I'm having him stand outside my dressing room just in case. Now, let's get to business, Carl. Are you going to apologize to me or what?
Apologize to you? For what?
All right, well, that answers my question. If you gave me a proper apology, I was planning on giving you a break for today and having a heart-to-heart discussion about it tonight or tomorrow. But it looks like you really don't think that you did anything wrong, huh?
I don't have the time right now to listen to you going on and never making sense. Hurry up and get changed. The longer you hold up the wedding, the more embarrassing it gets for me as the groom.
Even after everything that's happened today, the thing you're worried the most about is your stupid pride? Unbelievable.
Stop being so childish. If you're worried about your dress, I'll have my parents pay to get it cleaned. Will that make you happy? Plus, it's not like it's my ex-girlfriend's fault that she hit you in the face like that. She was just drunk. Any normal human being would have just laughed it off, but not you.
Uh-huh. So I guess I'm not a normal human being to you, huh?
You're not acting like one now, anyway. Your petty, childish behavior has really soured the mood on what was supposed to be the happiest day of my life.
I see. Your position is that I should just laugh it off when someone smacks me in the face with a big chunk of cake. Your terms are acceptable.
What do you mean? What terms? Hey, what's the matter with you? Why did you do that to me?
I don't know what you're so upset about. Anyway, are you done changing yet or what? Thanks to you, the wedding had to be put on hold again. The longer you hold up the wedding, the more embarrassing it gets for me as the bride.
Don't play dumb with me. You just walked up to me and shoved a piece of cake into my face.
Oh, that. Yeah, sorry about that. My bad. It was an accident. But I think you can be a normal person and just laugh it off, right? After all, you said the exact same thing to me not too long ago.
Yeah, well, this is different. You did it on purpose to embarrass me.
Embarrass you? Perish the thought. I just thought it would be some good entertainment for the guest. What's a wedding without some good entertainment? I thought all our guests could use a good laugh to lighten the mood. Really, I'm hurt that you would insinuate that I would do such a mean-hearted thing to my own husband.
Oh, is that how you want to play it? Well, fine. Two can play at this game. You had your laugh, and now it's my turn to get mine.
Meaning what exactly?
I mean, your sense of humor has nothing on mine. I'm gonna give all the people here the best laugh they've had in years.
Really, Carl, what in the world are you planning to do? Seriously, it would be an incredibly bad idea to pour even more gas on this fire. I got cake in my face. You got cake in yours. We're even now.
We'll be even when I say we're even.
Carl, how much longer are you going to stay holed up in your dressing room? It must be super comfortable in there. This is now the second time tonight you've run in there to pout by yourself. What's the plan, Carl? Are we going to cancel the wedding? Maybe you'd rather finish your meal in there.
Shut up! Whose fault do you think it is that I had to lock myself in here?
Yours? Who else could it possibly be? I tried to tell you, didn't I? We went eye for an eye with cake to the face, and that should have been the end of it. But then you had to go and insult me during your entire speech. What was it you called me? An immature idiot who can't take a joke? I don't know. If you ask me, the real idiot is the person who was so hurt by getting a taste of their own medicine that they lashed out like a child.
Oh, I'm the one who's lashing out, am I? Well, if I'm lashing out, what in the world were your psycho friends doing? I was in the middle of giving my speech when all of a sudden all your friends started charging the stage and trying to take the mic away from me.
I mean, back in the day, we used to do far worse to people who said far less about one of us.
What are you talking about?
You knew that I used to run around with a pretty tough crowd, didn't you? I've shown you pictures from my high school and college days. My friends are all people who are used to letting their fists do the talking for them.
But that's when you guys were kids, right? I thought you were supposed to have grown up by now.
Oh, trust me, we have. That's why I was saying that it could have been worse for you. And it was a true show of restraint when they were all willing to let you off the hook when I got back at you for the cake thing. You must not have noticed that while I was in my dressing room cleaning up and changing, they were all demanding your ex-girlfriend's head on a silver platter. We had asked the venue staff to put away the cake knives until everything settled down.
What? Are you serious?
And just when I thought that fire had been put out, you had to go and dump an entire tanker truck full of gasoline on it. Oh, and speaking of your ex-girlfriend, your mom and dad dragged her out of the room by her hair and threw her out of the building. So don't expect anyone to come to your aid anytime soon.
What the? Why did they do that to her?
She got plastered drunk, made a fool of herself, and humiliated me, and started off the chain of events that turned this wedding into chaos. And just like you, I'd say she got let off pretty easy. Now, it's time for you to grow a pair and come out of your dressing room. Unless you want everyone to think of you as a cry bully who runs and cries when someone tells him to stop being a jerk. And you called me oversensitive? Just so you know, most people accept when they've made a mistake and change their ways to keep it from happening a second time.
You and your maniac friends wouldn't know normal if it came up and bit you on the backside. And I haven't made any mistakes. You're not going to use your mob mentality to admit to fault when I have none.
Don't you think it's about time you came out of your dressing room, dude?
I'm never coming out! Not until you do something about your friends!
Sorry, bro, but the situation is already way out of my control, and you have only yourself to blame. So man up, step out, and hunker down. You're about to be on the receiving end of some well-earned consequences.
Huh? Wait a second, you're not Renee! Who are you?
Remember that scary-looking and large guy you saw standing in front of Renee's dressing room earlier? You know, the guy who you took one look at and hightailed it in the other direction? That's me! I'm Renee's bodyguard!
Oh, it's you! And let's get one thing straight, I did not hightail it away from you. I just had to go to the bathroom, that's all. And anyway, what's up with you being a bodyguard? Why aren't you just a regular guest?
Because Renee and I have been fighting with each other ever since we were kids.
Huh?
She told you she ran with a rough crowd, right? That's how I know her. We go way back. We used to spar with each other all the time back in the day. And I guess I should clarify, when I say spar, I mean that we both went into the sparring with the understanding that we could put each other in the hospital. We never held back, one-on-one, until one of us was either unconscious or unable to stand. No matter how long it took, no matter how badly we got hurt, we finished every fight. I mean, I've probably seen her naked more times than you have.
What? You mean after you guys beat the crap out of each other, you did that?
What? Disgusting! Oh, I think I'm gonna puke. You think I'm actually attracted to her like that? For crying out loud, man, I was just talking about during fights.
You fought naked?
No, God, what's wrong with you? I'm just saying that using your opponent's clothes as a weapon was par for the course when it came to our fights. I came up with the move where I grabbed her shirt and twisted it until it started to constrict her airway, so she had to learn to rip them by herself really quick. And anything with a strap or a string became a weapon too, so yeah, she stopped wearing them.
Okay, my BS meter is flying off the charts now. I don't believe a word of that. You two are definitely having an affair.
I don't want to hear any talk like that from the guy who invited his own ex-girlfriend to his wedding. That's messed up, dude. I was never interested in her, and I never will be interested in her. Not my type. Eyes too close together, nose angled slightly too high. Yuck. If you're interested in staying alive, however, I recommend not doing anything to tick her off any more than you already have. And trust me, I know all about how much trouble it could be to have your wife angry at you.
Oh yeah? What would you know about that?
I'm divorced. Well, actually, I guess we were never married, so we really just broke up, but we were together for quite a while. In short, I have a lot more experience living with a woman than you do. I'm just giving you my advice.
What are you even talking about? You're divorced, but you were never married? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Trust me, I know far more than you about how screwed up that relationship was. We were together, she got pregnant, and then everything went to hell in a handbasket. So yeah, I'm not interested in romance with anyone right about now, especially not Renee. Now, I think we've done enough pointless chit-chat for today. I think it's time we put an end to this and you come out of your room.
I already told you, I'm never coming out, and you can't make me!
I can, actually. All I need to do is have the venue staff come by and unlock it for me.
What's with you anyway? Why are you so determined to stick your nose where it doesn't belong? This is a matter between me and Renee. You have no business getting involved. I don't even know why I'm talking to you in the first place. You're just some hired mercenary. Make yourself useful and get Renee to do something about this disaster, will you?
First off, I'm a bodyguard, not a mercenary. I left that life behind me years ago. And second, don't you think there's a very good reason for her to not be responding to you? She has her hands full dealing with all the guests. That's the only reason I'm talking to you. And another thing, I don't know where you get off telling me that your behavior toward Renee doesn't concern me. I don't ever want a pathetic little pipsqueak like you telling me my business ever again. Excuse me? You heard me. I said before that me and Renee used to be sparring partners, didn't I? A weakling like yourself probably wouldn't know anything about this, but fighting isn't just about punches and kicks. It's a form of communication. Me and Renee communicated on a deeper level than you could possibly imagine back in the day. I could tell from the way her punches were landing what sort of mood she was in. When she was upset or angry, she never performed at her peak. So, after our sparring matches ended, I would try to help her sort out whatever was going on with her. I'm not interested in fighting her at anything less than her best. That's why she invited me to come here as her bodyguard. She didn't feel right inviting me as just a regular guest. Not only that, but she wanted to avoid giving you the wrong idea about our relationship.
She did? But I don't understand.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. You want to know why she went to all that trouble for you? It's because she loves you, you freaking moron! She's been looking forward to this wedding more than anything before in her entire life! You should have seen the look she'd get on her face when she would talk about the things you guys were doing to get ready for it! And seeing how happy she was made me happy for her, too! She's a good girl. She deserves to be happy. But then you had to go and humiliate her in front of the entire wedding party.
That's not true. I didn't humiliate her or anything like that. It was just a joke. A joke.
A joke? Your sleazy ex got slobbering drunk and smashed a piece of cake right into Renee's face in the middle of the wedding. Exactly what part of that is supposed to be a joke, huh? Can you explain that to me? I mean, did you even see the look on her face when that happened?
Well, no, I guess I didn't.
That girl was doing her absolute best to hold herself together and put on a strong face, but she was crying. Her fists were clenched like she used to do when she was sparring with me while looking at you laughing like an idiot. I may not be the biggest expert on how to take care of a woman right, but even a big dub oaf like me knows that no man would ever make his own wife a laughing stock. Which brings me back to what I said about you earlier. You're a pathetic little pipsqueak. You're not a real man.
You can't talk to me like that!
Oh, can't I? And just what are you gonna do about it, huh?
I'm gonna have to think about that.
Yeah, well, you'd better think quick because you've only got 5 minutes left.
5 minutes left? Until what?
Until I get the venue staff to unlock the door and I drag you out of there personally. Then I'm gonna throw you out in front of all the wedding guests and let them have their way with you. You can try to run away and hide again if you'd like, but I can guarantee you that you're not gonna get very far. There are no fewer than a dozen people in that room who would be willing to do hard time if that's what it takes to stick up for a friend. And that includes yours truly.
Well, I'm glad that's over.
Yep. Sucks your wedding was a disaster, though.
But at least I was able to convince the guests to calm down and go home. And Carl's family were able to talk him out of his dressing room. And by talk, I mean they dragged him back to their house and locked him in his room.
Don't think about him right now. You need your rest.
Oh, trust me, I intend to do just that. But I still have a lot of work to do starting tomorrow. In the meantime, though, I just want to take a bath. I think there are still some chunks of cake left in my hair. Oh, and one more thing. Thanks a bunch, Damien. You were a real lifesaver. Sorry you had to get dragged into my personal mess, though.
Don't thank me. I was just doing my job as your bodyguard. I'm used to doing security for bars and clubs, so I've seen way worse than what happened there anyway.
Knowing our friends, we should consider ourselves very lucky for that. And by the way, what were you talking about with Carl when you used my phone?
Nothing.
Don't give me that. I can see that you deleted about 100 messages between you two. What in the world were you talking about? Tell me.
I already told you it was nothing, just a bunch of pointless chit-chat. That's why I deleted it. It wasn't worth you taking the time to read it.
I wish you would let me be the judge of that. Anyway, thanks, Damien, for real. I owe you one.
I don't owe you nothing. I'm used to you dragging me into your personal issues. If you want to repay me, find a guy who's actually worth a damn. And when you do, make sure you take care of him. Don't end up like me.
Did you get the packet of papers I sent to your parents' house? You and your ex are going to pay for the full cost of the wedding, so don't think you're gonna weasel your way out of it.
Why do we have to pay for everything? You were at the wedding too. You should have to pay.
I was there, yeah, but it got canceled barely halfway through. And I don't think we need to go over whose fault that was, do we?
Yeah, it's you and your psycho friend's fault. I'm not paying 1 single cent. You can pay for it all.
So you want to do it the hard way then? Fine. You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
What the? Lawyer? What are you getting a lawyer for?
To sue you, what else? I'm not an idiot. I know that the best and cleanest way to settle this sort of thing is to have a professional do it for me. I'll be honest though, I thought I would only ever be on the receiving end of a lawsuit. Several of the guests were taking videos of what happened at the wedding, so I can very easily prove that you and your ex-girlfriend are the ones who are responsible for it being canceled.
That's not fair. You came right back and shoved cake in my face after that. I thought we were even.
Yeah, we were even at that point.
Then what's the problem? Why are you suing me?
Because you couldn't let it stop at being even. You said awful, cruel things to me all the way through your speech at the reception. And thanks to that, the guest got furious and the wedding had to be canceled. Get it now? You're partially responsible for what directly led to the wedding cancellation. And don't say I didn't warn you either. I told you once I got you back for the cake, we were even. But no, you just had to be a total immature moron and escalate things even further out of control. You get it now, don't you? You're responsible for the wedding getting canceled, so you pay. Simple as that.
But the whole cost? That's gonna be a ton of money!
I know, and that's not all you're on the hook for.
What? You're already sticking me with paying for the wedding? What else could you possibly throw at me?
Divorce.
What?
I'm divorcing you.
Whoa, slow down there! Don't you think you're being just a little bit too hasty?
No, actually, I don't. Not at all. This is the only logical outcome. You don't respect me at all. How am I supposed to spend the rest of my life with you? Seriously, I have no idea why you would be surprised at that.
But shouldn't we talk about this some more? I'm sure we can come to an understanding.
I already understand you perfectly well, Carl. The way you acted at the wedding told me all I needed to know. In what world would any woman in her right mind love a man like you? Not this one, that's for sure. I never want to see you again, much less live with you. And not to mention, I told you explicitly, do not invite your ex-girlfriend to the wedding. You promised me you wouldn't, too. But then you broke it.
But what's wrong with me inviting my ex-girlfriend to the wedding? We broke up, didn't we? We're not in a relationship anymore. I was so mad when she dumped me, I didn't know what to do with myself. So I thought I would shove it in her face and make her watch the very moment I exchange vows with the true love of my life.
That's a wonderful excuse. But you're forgetting one very important thing. If that's the reason you invited her, why did you defend her when she got drunk and shoved a piece of cake in my face?
Oh, that's... I can explain.
Don't bother. You made your choice very clear to me. It was either stick up for her or stick up for me, and you chose her. And it looks like you still don't understand the weight of your actions, so I'll just have to teach you another lesson.
What do you mean, teach me a lesson? I don't believe this! My parents told me they're not gonna let me out of my room anymore!
Don't blame me for any of what's happening to you right now. They're your parents, and they decided that you needed to be grounded. And it sounds like your parents were pretty fed up with you even before this. Your mom told me that whenever anything happens to you, you always go to them and beg for a handout. This time was different though. You showed your true colors in front of your entire family. So they decided to take you away both your freedom and your money until you decide to stop being an absolute jerk.
God damn it, this sucks! Why is all of this happening to me? I don't deserve this! And the worst part is, even my ex-girlfriend has turned her back on me. She won't answer any of my calls or texts.
Can you blame her? She's probably got a lot on her plate as it is, what with going viral and everything.
Viral? She went viral? How?
Well, apparently someone went and posted the video from the wedding onto social media. And by someone, I mean your ex-girlfriend did it herself. The reaction was, not as positive as she had hoped.
Oh no!
No is right. So yeah, she's too busy sorting out her newfound infamy to deal with you. I'm afraid you'll have no choice but to sort out your own problems by yourself.
You did this to me! I'll never forget this! You think I'm just gonna sit back and let you destroy my life? You're gonna get yours too, I swear! I'll see you soon, Renee. Very soon!
And what are you talking about? And where are you right now anyway? I heard you broke out of your parents' house. Your mom and dad have been looking for you everywhere.
Screw them! And screw you!
Carl, what's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me! You're the one who's crazy! Why do you get to have a normal life when I don't? It's not fair!
Carl, are you drunk?
Thanks to you, my parents locked me in my room! They won't give me any money or let me do anything I want! My life is over now, and it's all your fault! I warned you, Renee. I won't sit back and let you ruin my life. You ended my life, and now it's my turn to end yours.
I didn't do anything to you. Everything that happened was your fault.
You're lying! You turned everyone against me! Well, I know how to fix this. Once you're out of the picture, everything will go back to normal. So I'm coming to see you, Renee, and I'm bringing a shiny metal friend along with me.
Oh my God. Carl, are you serious? Don't do anything stupid.
The only stupid thing I did was wait until now to take care of you. Don't worry, Renee. I'll make it quick. It'll all be over soon.
Damien, are you okay? Please tell me you're okay. I still can't believe you tried to wrestle it away from him. That was insane.
Nah, he was insane. Protecting you was only natural.
You're lucky you only got hit in the shoulder. You could have died, Damien.
Yeah, but I didn't, did I? All's well that ends well. Besides, you know how much muscle I have in my shoulders. A little piece of metal isn't gonna do jack squat to a guy like me.
Muscles aren't Kevlar, you idiot.
Okay, calm down already. Don't get so mad at me. All I'm concerned about is that you're okay. Don't worry about me.
You're obviously not worried about yourself, so one of us has to. You big, stupid, showboating ogre!
Is that any way to talk to the guy who saved your life? Well, granted there was that time I put you in the hospital after a sparring match, so I guess this makes us even.
Not even close. You saved my life. Thank you so much. But the next time you see a guy with a gun, don't test your luck, okay?
Oh, shoot, there go my plans for tomorrow.
I'm serious, Damien.
Okay, sheesh. I'm sorry. Seriously, though, what's up with that guy? I didn't think he had the guts to stand up to the two of us after what happened. But then I guess guts aren't his issue. In any case, he's going to be put away for a long time now. You won't have to worry about him anymore. So go on and rest easy tonight, okay?
Damien, stop worrying about me. You had a bullet in your shoulder until just a few minutes ago. Put down your phone and go to sleep. I'll thank you properly later.
You don't need to do that. All I did was what any big, stupid ogre would do in that situation.
Yes, I do need to thank you.
All right, then you can buy me a drink once they let me out of this joint. Then we'll be even.
All right, if that's what you want.
You tricked me, you little rat!
What are you talking about? I said I'd buy you a drink, and that's what I'm doing.
Why the hell was my ex there with you? She even brought our kid along with her.
And she's still here, Damien. She's waiting for you to come back, so get back here and talk to her, you big scaredy cat.
But I don't know what to say to her after everything that happened.
Well, you could start with hello, then go from there. You know the reason why she left you in the first place, don't you? It's because you're the kind of person who would do something so stupid as to try to wrestle away a gun from a psycho. You made her worry so much about you, but always brushed it off and said it was just work.
I mean, it is, though.
She also told me that she was afraid that if she stayed close to you, that you'd end up throwing away your life for her sake. She doesn't want you to die for her. She wants you to live with her. It's time for you to leave the ogre life behind and settle down. Your son needs you. You've only been apart for 6 months now. It's not too late to start again.
But Renee!
No buts. Time to man up, Damien. My wedding might not be happening anymore, but I'd love to be a guest at yours. Carl was convicted on assault with a deadly weapon, attempted murder, and a litany of other charges. By the time he gets out of prison, he'll probably have to walk with a cane, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. As for me, my life has finally settled down again. Well, as settled down as things can get for a girl like me. And in other news, Damien and his ex made up and are gonna get married soon. He puts on a tough front, but he's a big softie at heart. I got my invitation to their wedding in the mail the other day. It looks like I'll be attending not as a friend of the groom or a bridesmaid, but as the bride's bodyguard. And you know, I wouldn't have it any other way.